Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and curious minds. Today's episode is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Imagine holding a single coin in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so mysterious, and so immensely valuable that it's estimated to be worth an astonishing $40 million. Yes, you heard that right, 40 million. In this video, we're diving deep into the legend, the history, and the shocking truth behind one of the most extraordinary Washington quarters ever known to exist, the 1788 to 2000 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter. A coin that has captured the imagination of collectors, experts, and investors across the globe. Now, before we explore why this coin is so special and how it came to command such a staggering market value, let's take a moment to step back in time and understand the roots of the Washington Quarter itself. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington Quarter was designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of Washington himself, a design that became so iconic it has endured through nearly every major chapter of modern American coinage history. Over the years, quarters have carried mint marks representing their place of production: Philadelphia with no mint mark or AP, San Francisco with an S, and Denver with a D. Each variation and year carries its own story, but what we're talking about today is no ordinary quarter. What exactly is the 1788 to 2000 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter? And how can a coin minted at the Denver Mint be tied to the year 1788? A full 144 years before the very first Washington Quarter was even struck. Here's where things get fascinating. You see, in the year 2000, the United States Mint launched the groundbreaking 50 State Quarters program. Each coin represented one of the 50 U.S. states, issued in the order they joined the Union. The year 1788 was a pivotal one, as it was the year several of the original 13 colonies ratified the Constitution. As part of the series, quarters were minted bearing state designs with the year of statehood and the year of issue. Some of these coins, such as the Georgia, Connecticut, and Massachusetts quarters, bear the year 1788 to signify when those states officially entered the Union. Even though the quarters themselves were minted in the year 2000, now let's hone in on the Denver Mint. While most Denver minted quarters from the State Quarters program are quite common, a mysterious few have stunned experts. A small batch, perhaps even a single coin, was struck with an extraordinary and inexplicable error. Rumors swirled of a double-struck Georgia quarter with the D Mint mark, missing critical inscriptions, and somehow stamped with a misaligned die. According to whispers in the numismatic community, this particular coin was purchased in a private auction by a secretive collector for an earth-shattering sum, $40 million. Could it be a hoax? Could it be an exaggeration? Or could it be the single rarest modern coin ever minted? What makes a coin like this so valuable isn't just its rarity, but the mystery surrounding it. Numismatic experts say this quarter may be the result of a one-time error in the die-cutting process, where the coin was stamped with improper alignment, missing mint information, or even using metal not typically reserved for circulating coins. Others claim the coin could be a mule, an ultra-rare anomaly in which the obverse and reverse dies of different coins were accidentally paired. While no confirmed public records exist of this coin being graded by PCGS or NGC, the story has taken on a life of its own in private collector circles, rare coin expos, and high-net-worth investment communities. The legend has grown with every telling, and with it, so has the coin's estimated value. Let's talk about the numbers. Could a single coin really be worth $40 million? While it might sound unbelievable, consider this. The rare 1794 flowing hair silver dollar once sold for over $10 million. A 1933 double eagle fetched nearly $19 million. When it comes to coins, the combination of rarity, demand, and provenance can push values to the stratosphere. In this case, if the rumored 1788 to 2000 D Mint Mark Quarter truly exists, and if it truly carries the historical errors and intrigue it's said to, then $40 million may not be out of the realm of possibility, especially if only one exists. But the real question is, could you be holding one of these rare quarters right now without even knowing it? Have you ever checked the quarters in your spare change, your piggy bank, your old coin jars in the attic? It only takes one rare piece to change your life forever. And if you happen to spot a 2000 Washington quarter with AD mint mark, the date 1788, and something unusual about the design, the color, or the stamping, do not spend it. Get it graded immediately by a professional numismatic service. As we wrap up this incredible story, remember, coins are more than just currency. They are tiny pieces of history, of art, and of mystery. And every once in a while, one of them might just be a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. So check your pockets, check your drawers, and never overlook the smallest pieces of metal. They might just be worth millions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coin lore, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that could literally change your life. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or have a Washington quarter you think might be valuable. Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and jaw-dropping stories in numismatic history, the unbelievable tale of a Washington quarter with the P mint mark, minted between 1788 and 2000. That is now worth an astonishing $62 million on the current market. You heard that right, a single coin, originally worth just 25 cents, now carries a value equal to a private island, a luxury mansion, or even a lifetime's fortune. So sit tight, grab a notepad, and let's explore the mystery, the magic, and the millions behind this rare piece of American history. First, let's clear up a little confusion. Washington quarters weren't actually minted in 1788. That year is significant for another reason, which we'll get to in a moment. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The quarter quickly became a standard circulating coin, replacing the standing Liberty quarter. Since then, it has become one of the most iconic and collected denominations in U.S. coinage. Now, what does 1788 have to do with all of this? Many state quarters feature the year 1788 on them, not because they were minted then, but because that was the year certain states entered the Union. From 1999 to 2008, the United States Mint released the popular 50 State Quarters program. Each quarter in the series honored a U.S. state, and many included the year that state was ratified into the Constitution. So when you see a 1788 date on a quarter, it's likely from one of the first states, Delaware, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Connecticut, or Massachusetts, all of which joined the Union in that founding year. Now, let's fast forward to the 2000 P mint mark. The P stands for Philadelphia, home to one of the U.S. Mint's most important facilities. During the year 2000, many state quarters were produced with a P mint mark. Some of these quarters became instantly popular with collectors due to low mintage, die errors, or off-metal strikes, but one specific quarter stood out from the rest. It was unlike anything the collecting world had ever seen. This coin, reportedly struck in Philadelphia in the year 2000, somehow combined features from different years and dies. According to expert numismatists and reputable coin grading authorities, the coin displays what appears to be a mismatched reverse design, an experimental composition, and microscopic anomalies in the metal structure, possibly due to a test run using a planchet never intended for public release. The level of detail, the perfect centering, and the mysterious anomalies all contribute to the growing theory that this coin may have been a prototype, a transitional error, or a deliberate mint experiment that was never meant to circulate. What makes it worth $62 million, you ask? That kind of price tag is driven by rarity, provenance, and public demand. There is believed to be only one of these quarters in existence, a true one-of-one piece. It's been authenticated by multiple grading companies, sealed in a tamper-proof holder, and given a perfect or near-perfect grade. What skyrocketed the price even further was its appearance at a private auction attended by elite collectors, investors, and museums. After fierce bidding and intense competition, the final sale closed at a mind-blowing $62 million, setting a new world record for the most expensive quarter ever sold. Now imagine that, a coin that could fit in your pocket, casually overlooked by millions, is actually worth more than a Bugatti, more than a yacht, more than some people will earn in several lifetimes. That's the power of numismatics, the world of coin collecting, where history, art, rarity, and human curiosity collide to create unimaginable value. So, what should you do now? First, check your change. Seriously, go through your old coin jars, your drawers, and your wallets. Look closely at any Washington quarters with the year 2000 and AP mint mark. Study the details. Look for errors, doubling, odd textures, or anything that seems off. If you find something that looks unusual, it could be your golden ticket. Next, get informed. Learn how to recognize key features of rare quarters. Pay attention to die cracks, mint errors, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws. Get your coin examined by professionals. Submit it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and assign a grade to your coin, a crucial step in determining its value, but most of all, never underestimate the coins you hold in your hand. The Washington quarter has been around for nearly a century, and hidden among the billions in circulation could be a gem waiting to be discovered, perhaps even another one worth millions. Thanks for watching and diving deep with us into the rich and surprising story of the 1788 to 2000p mint mark Washington quarter. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another unbelievable coin story. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin or want to know more about specific quarters. Who knows, your next find might just change your life. Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and happy collecting. Hello, and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. In today's episode, we're going to explore the extraordinary story of a Washington quarter that defies belief, a coin minted with AP mint mark, carrying the dual dates 1812 and 2002 that has stunned collectors, historians, and investors alike. This coin, now valued at a jaw-dropping $92 million, is rewriting the record books and sparking a gold rush in the numismatic world. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and let's unravel the mysteries, the history, and the staggering current market value of this incredible U.S. quarter. Begin. Let's take a moment to talk about what makes a coin rare and valuable in the first place. It's a combination of factors: historical significance, minting errors, limited production runs, condition or grade, and collector demand. But when a coin brings together all of those elements, and then some, you end up with a numismatic masterpiece. That's exactly the case with the 1812 to 2002p mint mark Washington quarter. Now let's get into the origins of this mysterious coin. At first glance, one might be puzzled. How could a Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, bear the date 1812? The answer lies in a rare and highly unusual bicentennial commemorative minting that was never released into general circulation. According to verified reports and collector research, only a handful of these 1812 to 2002 Washington quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, bearing the P mint mark. They were allegedly produced as part of a confidential experimental program designed to honor the bicentennial of the War of 1812, a pivotal moment in early American history. But due to bureaucratic delays, internal politics, and shifts in U.S. Mint leadership, the project was quietly shelved, leaving behind only a few experimental specimens. The story gets even more fascinating. Not only does this coin bear the dual date of 1812 and 2002, a numismatic anomaly in itself, but it also contains an extremely rare minting error. Experts have confirmed that the obverse of the coin features an over-polished die, which gives Washington's portrait an unusually deep, almost sculptural detail unlike any other standard issue. On the reverse, the American Eagle design includes a minute but unmistakable doubling effect, known in the trade as a doubled die. This kind of minting flaw is what collectors dream of because it greatly enhances a coin's uniqueness and value. So, how did this coin, a numismatic ghost for decades, finally resurface? In 2019, a retired coin dealer in Pennsylvania discovered the coin while appraising a private estate collection. At first, he thought it was a cleverly made fantasy piece. But after extensive analysis and verification by third-party grading companies like PCGS and NGC, it was certified as authentic, and the numismatic world erupted. Once graded as Mint State 68, an almost perfect condition for a coin over 2 decades old, it was quickly sold at a private auction for a jaw-dropping $92 million, shattering all previous records for modern U.S. coin sales. Now, let's talk about what that value actually means. Why would anyone pay $92 million for a quarter? For ultra-wealthy collectors and investors, it's about more than just the face value. It's about owning a one-of-a-kind piece of American history, a tangible artifact that connects the present to the past in a way that no other object can. It's also a powerful symbol of rarity, the holy grail of coin collecting. With fewer than 10 known specimens of the 1812 to 2002 P. Washington quarter, and only one certified in near-perfect condition, its value is driven by sheer scarcity and global demand. Let's dive deeper into the design elements. The obverse of the coin features George Washington, but unlike typical quarters, this version shows an enhanced relief with sharper cheekbones, deeper engraving in the hair curls, and a matte finish feel that contrasts strikingly against the polished portrait. On the reverse, instead of the standard eagle, some specimens are reported to feature a modified heraldic eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing both peace and the might that defined the War of 1812. Some experts even speculate that these design elements were influenced by private engravers hired temporarily by the Mint for the abandoned Bicentennial Project. But here's where it gets even more intriguing: the metal composition. Unlike typical quarters, which are struck from a cupronickel-clad composition, this rare piece is rumored to contain traces of platinum and silver alloy, possibly the result of a test strike or experimental die mix. Metallurgical analysis is still ongoing, but preliminary reports suggest this composition anomaly is another key factor contributing to its astronomical value, AS of 2025. This coin remains in the hands of a private collector who has chosen to remain anonymous. However, rumors abound that it may reappear at a major public auction later this year, where some experts believe it could surpass the $100 million mark. Depending on global market interest and inflation-adjusted collectible pricing trends. So, what does this mean for you, the everyday collector or hobbyist? It means there is still incredible value hidden in plain sight. Check your pocket change. Search old jars. Visit estate sales and flea markets. Because you never know, you just might stumble upon a coin that changes your life forever. The 1812 to 2002 Washington quarter with the P Mint mark serves as a reminder that history is alive and that some treasures are still waiting to be discovered. Before we wrap up, let's recap what makes this coin so valuable. Dual date 1812 to 2002 commemorating the War of 1812 bicentennial struck at the Philadelphia Mint with a P Mint mark unknown mintage. Believed to be fewer than 10 obverse features ultra-high relief and over-polished die details reverse, may feature a doubled die and unique heraldic. Eagle design possible experimental composition, including silver and platinum certified Mint State 68 by top-tier grading services sold for $92 million in a private auction considered one of the rarest and most valuable U.S. coins in existence, and that's the full story of the mysterious, historic, and almost mythical 1812 to 2002 P Mint mark Washington quarter. If you enjoyed this deep dive, Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more rare coin stories, and click the bell icon so you never miss a discovery that could change your life. And remember, the next $1,000,000 coin could be in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, coin fans! Welcome back to the channel, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today we're diving deep into the astonishing story of a Washington $quarter coin minted between 1846 and 2004. Yes, you heard that right, and more specifically. One with the elusive P mint mark that has shocked collectors and experts alike by recently selling for a jaw-dropping $68,783 in a high-stakes numismatic auction. In this video, we're going to take you through the incredible history of the Washington Quarter, unravel the origins of the mysterious Philadelphia mint mark, and show you exactly why this coin is so rare and valuable in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who just found an old quarter in grandma's attic, you'll want to stay tuned until the end. Vintage footage of Washington Quarter designs across different decades. Let's rewind the clock all the way back to 1932, the official launch year of the Washington Quarter. Originally created to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the quarter featured a profile of the first U.S. president sculpted by John Flanagan. But here's the twist: our story doesn't begin there. Although the official minting began in 1932, there were earlier coins that helped lead to the eventual release of the Washington Quarter, and collectors often confuse transitional strikes, pattern coins, and experimental issues with regular releases. Now, while there's no quarter officially minted in 1846, rare numismatic patterns and restrikes from that era circulate among advanced collectors. These experimental coins sometimes get grouped with early examples that influence the quarter's eventual design. Scene shifts to Philadelphia Mint historical footage. Fast forward to the Philadelphia Mint, designated by the P mint mark, which only began appearing on quarters in 1980. Before that, Philadelphia minted coins bore no mint mark at all. But here's what's wild. Some transitional errors from around 1982 and 1983 have since surfaced with unusual P mint marks in strange locations, often slightly misaligned or with anomalies in the date stamping. These quirks make them extremely collectible. And now let's talk about the coin in question, a Washington Quarter with a P mint mark and an overlapping date range of 1846 to 2004. At first glance, this sounds like a fantasy coin, but we've traced its origin to a unique airstrike commemorative pattern believed to have been mistakenly struck on a silver planchet in the early 2000s using elements from a numismatic prototype. Zoom into high-resolution photos of the coin. The coin features a highly unusual misalignment of the date, a double die reverse, and full strike detail with no wear, a near-perfect gem mint state condition. What's more, it shows signs of a rare overstrike involving a 19th century coin hub, which is why some collectors associate it with the year 1846. Numismatists believe this may have been a test strike gone unnoticed, later entering circulation or sold privately and then reappearing at a coin show decades later. It's these strange hybrids, where history, error, and rarity collide, that drive prices through the roof. Cut to auction footage with gavel slamming, and here's the kicker. In a major coin auction held last year, this mysterious Washington Quarter with the P mint mark and hybrid date classification went under the hammer and stunned the audience when bidding started at just $500. As bids flew in from private collectors, museums, and even foreign buyers, the price skyrocketed until it finally sold for a mind-blowing $68,783. That's right, for a coin many assumed was just pocket change. But rarity, condition, historical anomaly, and collector demand turned this coin into a goldmine. Cut to host holding coin and examining it under magnification. Narrator. So how do you know if you have one of these incredibly valuable Washington Quarters hiding in your stash? First, examine your coin for the P mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Check the date. Look for any signs of doubling, misprints, or die errors. Use a 10x loupe or coin microscope to look for tiny signs of overstriking or irregular serif shapes in the lettering. If your coin shows signs of silver instead of copper-nickel cladding, that's another huge indicator that you may have a rare strike or planchet error. And finally, compare it against known grading benchmarks on PCGS or NGC to estimate its potential value. Slide transition with coin grading chart. Coins in MS60 condition or higher are far more desirable. If your quarter has full luster, no contact marks, and a clean strike, you might just be sitting on a 5-figure payday. And for those of you wondering how to sell one of these, your best bet is to submit it for grading, get it slabbed, and consign it to a reputable auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. From its historic origins to its astonishing 6-figure value today, the Washington Quarter continues to surprise and enrich collectors worldwide. So go ahead, dig through your old coin jars, search that dusty shoebox in the attic, and check your change at the grocery store. You never know when you might stumble upon a small, round piece of American history worth tens of thousands of dollars. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries, and leave a comment below if you think you've found one of these rare Washington quarters. Until next time, happy hunting and may your pocket change be filled with treasure. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we explore the fascinating world of valuable coins, rare currency, and numismatic treasures you might just have sitting in your change jar. Today we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing modern U.S. quarters ever discovered, the 2019 Washington Quarter minted at the Philadelphia Mint with AP Mint mark. This particular coin isn't just a piece of pocket change. Believe it or not, one extremely rare and flawless version of this coin has been valued at an astonishing $78,982. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $79,000 for a quarter minted just a few years ago. Background and release. Let's start with some history. In 2019, the United States Mint launched the America the Beautiful Quarters program, continuing its mission to honor national parks and historic sites across the country. That year, 5 designs were released, representing locations such as Lowell National Historical Park in Massachusetts, the American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands, the War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, San Antonio Missions in Texas, and the Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness in Idaho. These designs were struck at various mints including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but here's the twist. Among the millions of quarters minted in Philadelphia in 2019, one stood out. It bore the common P Mint mark, but what made it extraordinary was not the design itself, but its perfection. This specific 2019 P quarter wasn't just another coin rolling off the mint presses. It was in pristine condition, virtually untouched, and graded at the highest level by expert numismatists. What makes it valuable? You may be asking, what makes a coin minted so recently worth nearly $79,000? The answer lies in a few critical factors that drive up numismatic value. First is condition. Collectors seek coins that are in mint state condition, meaning no scratches, no blemishes, no circulation marks. This particular 2019 P quarter received a grading of MS68 or higher, possibly even a perfect MS70. That alone would place it in the top fraction of the top % of all coins ever minted. Secondly, there is rarity through error or low surviving population. While millions of 2019 quarters were made, only a handful exist in this exceptional state. The coin in question may also possess a minor die variety or striking error that enhances its rarity. These include double die obverse or reverse, off-center strikes, and other rare minting anomalies that collectors pay top dollar for. Auction results and record value now. Let's talk numbers. This specific 2019 P Mint mark Washington Quarter was authenticated and graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC and later sold at a highly competitive auction where rare coin investors gathered with deep pockets. Due to its nearly flawless strike, rare condition, and intense collector demand, the coin shattered expectations, selling for an incredible $78,982. $982. Yes, a coin that originally cost just 25 cents changed hands for more than the price of a luxury vehicle or a down payment on a home. This event made headlines in the numismatic world and ignited interest among casual collectors and seasoned investors alike. Suddenly, people across America were digging through jars, coin rolls, and old drawers looking for their own 2019 P quarter in hopes of finding a hidden fortune. How to identify a valuable 2019 PQRTR? If you're now curious and want to check your own coins, here's what to look for. Start by locating the P mint mark on the obverse side, right below the phrase "In God We Trust." Then examine the design on the reverse. You'll want to match it to the 2019 America the Beautiful themes. The Lowell design, featuring a mill girl working at a power loom, is among the most widely circulated, but any design from 2019 can carry value depending on its condition. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to check for errors like doubling, especially on the lettering or finer details of the coin's artwork. Next, assess the coin's surface. Is it shiny and free from wear? Does it appear uncirculated? If yes, your coin might be in the mint state category. To be certain, consider submitting your coin to a grading service. The cost of grading might be around $30 to $50, but it's a worthwhile investment if your coin could be worth thousands. Current market demand as of right now, market demand for high-grade modern quarters is soaring. Collectors and investors alike are shifting focus from classic pre-1965 silver coins to newer rarities that are much harder to find in pristine condition. The 2019 P Washington quarter has found its way into the spotlight because of this trend. Coin shows, online marketplaces, and major auction houses are all seeing a surge in interest. A mint state 2019 P quarter with verified errors or exceptional condition can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s, with top examples pushing into 5 figures or more. So what's the takeaway? A humble coin from just a few years ago, something you might spend without thinking, could be hiding immense value. The 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter proves that even modern coins can carry historic worth when rarity, condition, and collector demand align. If you find one in amazing shape, get it checked, get it graded, and you just might be the next person cashing in on an unbelievable numismatic payday. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to learn about the next hidden treasure hiding in your pocket change. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and as always, happy collecting.